Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're all having a lovely afternoon. So this is an article from the Wall Street Journal that I saw in Slashdot with some comments that really mirrored my own on a piece of Canadian approved legislation that affects people on YouTube. So this says Canada is going to compel YouTube, TikTok, and streamers to boost domestic content. Canada approved legislation that targets what video and audio sharing platforms like YouTube and TikTok can broadcast to a Canadian audience, as the country follows in Europe's footsteps in imposing a heftier regulatory burden on the digital sector. From a report, this marks the second attempt in as many years by Canada's Liberal government to compel digital platforms, including streaming companies like Netflix, to prominently feature Canadian artists on their services when users with a Canadian IP address log in. As contemplated under the new measures, users who search for music, TV programming, films, or do-it-yourself video shorts will get results incorporating a certain quota of Canadian-made content. So the idea is if you live in Canada, then when you search for something on YouTube or any one of these platforms, they should prioritize content that was made in Canada in a different way than is done now. And this is something that I think is rather silly, and I'll go over just a couple of reasons why. Again, one of them, you have so many problems with social media platforms in the modern era. I remember Eli, the computer guy, talking in 2014 and 2015 about psychological experiments that Facebook were doing on their users, where they were taking sad content and raising it to the top of people's feed, and then happy content and raising it to the top of other people's feed, to then see how that would affect the posts from the users that were seeing sad curated content or happy curated content. The TLDR of that is that the people that were being shown the sad content actually did indeed become sadder in their posts. It affected their mood. Was there ever consent for these psychological experiments? No. There are many ways within which the comment sections and the algorithms of these websites can massively screw with you mentally. They can put you down a rabbit hole where you just research a certain subject with a view that's maybe biased, like this is center and you're a little biased over here, and then it just sends you content all the time that's like biased over here just to make sure you stay in an echo chamber. There's all different types of ways that these platforms can screw with your mental health. And what are we going to do when we legislate? Let's legislate to make sure that the content that you see is content from your geographic area. Like, really? One of the first comments here says, I'm embarrassed. This is something my government thinks they can actually do. Let's also not forget the pointlessness of it. I watch many YouTubers, only 3 of them do I know where they are located. Only 2 of them are in Canada. He brings up AVE, and a lot of people say that this is, yeah, I agree, this is pretty pointless. Again, I personally don't care where the content that I'm watching comes from. I watch content from Paul Daniels, who's in Australia, in spite of the fact that he comes from Australia. I watch content from AVE, in spite of the fact that he comes from Canada. There's a lot of content that I watch from people elsewhere, and I don't frankly want some sort of algorithm going, we're going to be less likely to show you this because you're in this country. When I see that whether it's Linus dropping a graphics card or AVE reviewing a blender, I feel personally, culturally enriched for having had the experience. Oh, you don't agree? Okay then, watch this. This is AVE reviewing a blender. Take one. Do you not feel culturally enriched as a result of having watched this international content? Because I do. But in all seriousness, like, why? Again, there are so many problems with modern social media platforms. There are a lot of them. People will talk about how things that, incorrect information winds up getting amplified. It'll talk about political polarization. It'll talk about drawing people into rabbit holes, how it affects your mental health, the way many of these companies go out of their way to make sure that you get hooked and fucking addicted to a constant dopamine hit of staring at your phone all day. And the area that we choose to deal with is something that I've never heard anybody complain about, which is I want local content to be prioritized over international content in a more globalist world. Really? Like, who's even asking for this? Who's complaining about this? I don't get it. I'll admit it. Sometimes in my comments, people will say, Lewis, you just don't get it. I'll fully admit it. I don't understand Canadian government. If you could help me understand, do let me know in the comments down below. That's it for today, and as always, I hope you learned something, and I hope you watch some AVE content. That shit is hysterical, informative, and quality. See you in the next video.